Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ashwarya from My Open Book, and here in this session, we are going to talk and discuss about the coding of the treasure hunt key. In the previous session, the last week, the last Friday, we designed the treasure hunt game, and the design was quite simple, though it looks immense and it looks very beautiful when it's built up and it is seen in the play section, which if I click on the play right now, so you'll probably see and experience a treasure hunt in a village happening, and there is just a project template, a village project template being used. And also guys, do not forget that now you can access kits.hatchxr.com from your mobile phone and create something on your mobile phone itself. So this is what I changed the character to, a beautiful pretty girl in the previous session. I believe if you do not like it, just go forward with something else that you might like. And this is how the village looks. You can actually see the treasure chest right in front of you initially, but when you click on the green button and you click on the screen, the treasure chest is going to disappear. So when I do this, it disappeared. Then now you are supposed to have a task of finding the treasure chest out, and if you feel that there is something wrong or if you can't see it on the ground, just fly using the spacebar key, and that makes it more visible to have a fly and a sky look on the objects around you in the environment. So this is what it is. We did the design in the last session. Today it's time to code for this game to actually work. So the coding is really simple guys, but it is uh, quite a bit lengthy than expected. But yes, it is again very simple to understand. I'll just take you through whole of the code. You can actually use whole of the code by just looking into, I'll be sharing the template of the project completely. Now let's break the coding pane into a full screen, and I'm trying to bring I'm trying to bring all of the code at one place and trying to zoom it so that it is pretty more visible than it has to be. And let's go here. So I believe this has to be, yeah. So now this is what the whole coding is. So first of all, what I'm doing is I'm creating a variable greeting. This comes, by the way, with the village project template. This comes by default, the variable greeting and few of the coding. So you just have to rephrase them and you just have to reposition them in terms of what you want to make it work as. So this block will already be coming with the template. This is where I created a variable score. So for my consideration, I'm believing that when the player touches the chest, when the player collides with the treasure chest, then it should score some points. So if you want, you can skip this part as well. Variable score is not that important, but if you want to, then how you do it is you go to variables again, then click on create a variable. You will have to name something. Then you click on create and it will come like this. Then you take the set variable block, and let me remind you guys, set lets you set a value to the variable, where you are doing set variable score to 0 because you want the variable to be setted as 0, because the score has to be initially 0 when you start the game. Then what happens, you want that when the green button is clicked, where you find this block, yes, that is actually the right thing that you guessed. Few of you must have guessed, few of you must have skipped it, but you go to the events and you take this when green button clicked, because you see when you go into the play section there is a green button which comes here. I'll show you when I'm done with the coding. Then when green button is clicked, then what you want the things to get triggered, the game to get started, but then to trigger the treasure chest to move at a random location, you do when scene clicked. Then when scene clicked is also some event which is available here. When scene loads, when you take this one, this block bahar, you take this drop down, you click on the drop down, you will get plenty of choices to play with the scene of what are the possible qualities, like scene clicked, scene this, scene that. And you can use this block right below, notching it just below the when green button click block. Then you have to, when the scene is clicked, then you have to position the treasure chest to a random position. Now, how do you do that? Now we want to move the treasure chest to a random position, but we do not want to lose it from the game, right? We want to have it on the ground itself. So which means that we don't have to touch with the Y factor. So y position, which I've mentioned as minus 8.9, is defined as what is given to the design part. The properties of treasure chest in the design part defines the y section to stay constant at any cost, because you do not want the treasure chest to fly. Otherwise, the player won't be able to catch it. So now we want set treasure chest position. Now, how do you get this block? Is you go to the treasure chest particularly, and you go to you just scroll down and you say set blocks here, set treasure chest position, then X, Y, and Z, and then in X, I have taken this block random number. Now, random number means you want some number from this particular thing from 1 to some pixels. So these are steps in terms of pixels in Hatchexar. They are not exactly pixels, but they are steps. So steps means basically the grids that the ground in the Hatchexar is divided on. I want that it has to pick any random number from grid 1 to grid 60, but let's make it small so that we can find it easier for just illustration. So I'll make it random number from 1 to 20, random number from 1 to 60 may Z. And where do you get a random block? Is from maths. In this you have this random number. Now there is a hack again. Whatever color you see here of the block, you can actually get that particular thing in this with the same color mentioned on the left side. So random color is green, so the color left to the maths is green. Similarly, when you see the event color is some amber or some oranges color, it is there with the events itself. So that is what. Now, when treasure chest collides with, because you made the treasure chest to be static, you made the player colliding with. So basically, what you have to do is you have to say when treasure chest collides with. Where do you find this block? Again in the treasure chest, and scrolling down to the bottommost part, you get when treasure chest collides with. You get this block, and you have to check if it collides with the Minecraft avatar. Where you will get it, the Minecraft avatar is by the name. You go to the Minecraft avatar, you top at the top you find the name. Minecraft avatar say hi. These two, three, this purple block and this blue block, these three things will come automatically when you select the village template. So you can just have to, you just have to keep them aside while you're coding the above part and put them inside and notch them with the when just collides with. Then you can also have a block of displaying the score or updating the score variable. So right now, if you want to update the score variable, then what you gotta do? You gotta duplicate this, and what you're going to do is you're going to go to the math. You're going to take some arithmetic operation block, which is probably available here. And on the left side, you don't want any number. You want the score variable rather. So just go to the left hand side, go to the variable and take score, and you stuck score, and I want it to increase by 5, let's say, whenever I wanted to execute. Then I want to check if the score is getting updated or not. So basically what is either we can display that in the screen using the text thing, or what we can do is we can make it getting printed in the console using few commands. So I haven't done it though. You can experiment with the way you want to do it. So you have these many smart blocks, from which what you will do, you can make the computer speak out whatever you want. So I want it to speak out the score in the female voice and in English. So now when this happens, you update the project, and then when you update the project, then you go to the play section, and in the play section now you will see when the player collides, then using the smart new blocks, which is a new available section in Kit HXR, the female voice is going to call out the score that gets updated. So let's just wait for it. So let's see, and okay, let's see that what we do is we start this, and we do not want the treasure chest to just go here and there. Rather, just we want to it to collide and see. Okay. So it collides, but अभी कुछ नहीं हुआ. I believe कि let's click on the screen once. Yeah, because that block of the speaking was actually inside. So now you see the treasure chest is actually very much visible. So now you go and okay, I just hi. See,
five,
it said hi and it said hi even in the audio form
five,
when I reached. So if you pass through it again, it says hi again. If you pass through it again, it says hi again. So this is what you coded for,
five,
and this is what actually
five.
completes and complies all of my animation of treasure hunt. I hope you like this video as well, and this is what completes your treasure hunt game. Hope to see you guys soon again on my channel back on next Friday. Thank you for all your love and support. Keep sharing, keep subscribing, and keep watching my videos on my open book. Thank you. We'll see you next time.